Hello, this is Barb Binder with Rocky Mountain Training. I'm an Adobe certified instructor on FrameMaker, and in this video I'd like to introduce you to using shortcuts in Adobe FrameMaker 11. Some people like shortcuts, some people can't stand them. I'm going to guess if you're watching the video you probably want to incorporate shortcuts into your workflow, because once you learn them it does cut down on your production time, and that's why I use them so extensively. Shortcuts fall into two categories: Windows type shortcuts and FrameMaker type shortcuts. A typical Windows shortcut that you'll see in almost any program is Control S for save. You hold the Control key, you tap the letter S for save, your file is saved. You'll see it listed next to the commands, typically on the right side where they exist. Other Windows shortcuts you might well know before you start this video: Undo is Control Z, Cut, Copy, Paste are Control X, C, and V. But there are other commands that don't appear to have shortcuts that you might want to use shortcuts for. A typical example to start would be borders, text symbols, and rulers. Here's the trick to using the FrameMaker specific shortcuts. They don't use the Control key, they typically use the Escape key. And they're not all at one time, they're sequential. So if you're getting used to this, what you really want to do is use one finger and just press each key in sequence. For example, I have borders showing right now. I'm going to close this menu for a second and show you the borders are the dotted lines for the margins and the columns. I can go to the View menu and I can choose borders to hide them, or I can tap the Escape key, let go, V as in View menu, B as in borders, and they go away. If I press Escape V, B again, they come back. But here's a trick on those shortcuts. They are case sensitive. If I put my caps lock key on, and I know you can't see that, but I press the shortcut Escape V, B, it totally ignores me because that's an uppercase V and an uppercase B. It's not going to work. So I'll turn my caps lock back off again. Now sometimes you'll find that a menu like the View menu has B for borders and B for body pages. That gets a little bit trickier. It just so happens that lowercase v, lowercase b is borders, lowercase v for view, uppercase B for body pages takes you to the body pages. Or if you're already on the body pages, you can do Escape V, uppercase M for the master pages. And I'll show you that one. So I'm going to go ahead and close that menu, and I'll press Escape, lowercase v, Shift M for master pages, Escape, lowercase v, Shift B for body pages. Works just like it's supposed to. Another great place to use shortcuts is for zooming in and zooming out. Typically we zoom out with the minus and we zoom in with the plus. If you decide that you would rather use keyboard shortcuts, just try Escape, Z as in zoom, O as in out, you'll zoom out, or Escape, Z as in zoom, I as in, and you'll zoom back in again. I'm currently at 80% magnification. If I type Escape, Z, Z, that's zoom, zoom, it takes me to 100% magnification. I like that view for editing frequently. And the other view I use all the time is the Fit Page and Window view. I can get it from the menu, or I can tap Escape, Z as in zoom, P as in page. Now, I know these shortcuts because I use them all the time. And when I'm doing a complicated sequence for the first time, maybe I'm setting up a series of tables, hundreds of tables, but it's the exact same sequence. If I don't know the shortcuts, I'll go look them all up and write them down. And if I keep doing them over and over again, pretty soon I'm going to have them memorized. You can get to the Help menu by going to Help and Help Topics. I actually already have it open, so I'm just going to flip over to it. And when you get to the FrameMaker Help, there's an option to look for keyboard shortcuts. So I'm going to come down here to Keyboard Shortcuts, and I'm going to scroll down until I get to Documents. I'll click it. This has various document shortcuts. Some I was just demoing for you were the zoom commands. If I click on the word zoom, I'll hyperlink down, and here's where they're listed. So this says Escape ZI for zoom in, ZO for zoom out, ZP for zoom to page, and I gave you ZZ for 100% magnification. There are shortcuts for almost everything in FrameMaker. You have to be willing to go and look for them. I use Post-its when I'm trying to memorize them. So if I'm trying to figure out how I can move through a document quickly, I might go to navigating through documents, and I can go from the next page to the previous page, first page. There's buttons for those on screens. Maybe those are less important for you, but the important thing is to know that the shortcuts exist. If you go to the Help menu and you look for them, you'll locate them, jot them down, and then incorporate them into your workflow. It's definitely a way to speed up your production time, and let's face it, we all want more time to play and less time to spend in front of our computers using FrameMaker.